Nigeria's Power, Works and Housing Minister, Babatunde Fashola has reassured the people of the country that they would experience steady power supply, just as he explained that the federal government was making efforts in that direction. Fashola reportedly spoke at the 25th monthly power sector meeting on Monday, March 12, in Udom, Akwa Ibom State. According to him, the power sector recovery program put in place by the ministry and other stakeholders was beginning to yield results. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports the minister as saying that the federal government had secured the World Bank approval for $486 million transmission company of Nigerian expansion funding. Progress is being made with the same bank for the rural electrification and distribution expansion funding. Clearly, our implemental power initiative is well underway, some jobs are manifesting and the promise of steady power is real. If we persevere, I am certain that we will witness uninterrupted power, which is the final destination of our journey, he said, adding that the Power Sector Recovery Program, PSRP, policies, actions and programs were meant to solve the power problems. One of the results is the regulation that will democratize access to meters for power sector customers. We have reached a 7,000 megawatts (MW) generation capacity and have a 5,000 megawatts distribution capacity. What is newsworthy is that in the last month, we have met with Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, DISCAS, and GENCAS on how to implement the eligible customer policy and increase connectivity to the 2,000 megawatts that is available in many parts of the country connected to the grid. Citizens' feedback is positive, even though all the problems are not solved. Citizens acknowledge more power in dry weather, reduced hours of running their generators and reduction in fuel, diesel and petrol, purchased to power generators. The report said Fashola described solar energy as cleaner and more efficient source of power, emphasizing that in many states, solar power is being accepted and used, and added that consumers were already embracing the solar power generation plan, an initiative of the government to boost electricity. The minister said that the country was moving away from theorizing power to actual provision of efficient power to support trade and business, especially small and medium enterprises, SMEs. He also inaugurated the Meter Asset Provider Regulation 2018, and presented a copy of the regulation to Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom. Governor Emmanuel, while speaking, said his administration was working toward the provision of digitalized meters in the state, adding that by 2019, every household in the state would be using a digitalized meter. According to the governor, the metering company in the state would solve the 4 million meters need of the country. He called on the federal government to take advantage of the metering company existing in the state. He warned against vandalism of power installations, adding that the state government would wage a war on vandals to protect the infrastructure in the sector. The major cardinal point when we did our 5-point agenda that anchored on industrialization is also the drive that we are doing on electricity generation and distribution, he said.